Vivo's subsidiary iQOO is known for producing high-quality smartphones with a focus on design and performance. The company is starting the year with a similar mantra, launching the iQOO 11, the first smartphone powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 powered processor. It also has a 144Hz 2K display, 16GB LPDDR5x RAM, and storage based on UFS 4.0. So, it's safe to say that this is currently one of the most powerful Android smartphones. The iQOO 11 is available in two variants, the Legend variant, which features BMW M series branding, and the Black Alpha variant, which has a matte finish with a bit of texture. The black iQOO 11 is made of glass, while the white iQOO 11 is made of faux leather. The Alpha iQOO 11 is not prone to fingerprints, but it is extremely slippery. Despite my best efforts, I had to use the phone with the included case. The phone's frame is made of aluminum, just like other smartphones in this price range. Also, keep in mind that this is a large phone that is not designed to be used with one hand. The display dominates the front of the iQOO 11, which has a flat panel screen with minimal bezels on all four sides. While the flat screen facilitates the application of screen protectors, a curved display would have made this phone feel even more premium. Overall, the iQOO 11 is a well-made premium-looking smartphone with nearly all of the bells and whistles that one would expect from a performance-oriented flagship smartphone in 2023. As said before, a curved display would have elevated the design and positioning of the iQOO 11. The iQOO 11 has a fully flat display, as do all modern iPhones, and is protected by first-generation Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. The company does include a soft screen protector with the phone, which I have been using by removing it. There are no visible scratches on the display as of today. However, I strongly advise users to install a 2D tempered screen protector to avoid scratches and accidental damage in the long run. The iQOO 11 features a 6.78-inch 10-bit E6 AMOLED display with 1440 by 3200p resolution, a refresh rate of 144 Hz, and a peak brightness of 1800 nits. In terms of specifications, this is currently the most advanced smartphone display. Its 300 Hz touch sampling rate and 1200 Hz instant touch make it an excellent display for mobile gamers. The display produces vibrant and eye-catching colors with excellent outdoor visibility. While the phone supports HDR playback on YouTube, it does not support Dolby Vision, which detracts from this nearly perfect smartphone display. The content just pops, whether you're watching movies on an OTT platform or playing games, especially if you enable the visual enhancement option from the display settings menu. Please keep in mind that the display resolution is set to Full HD Plus by default, and the refresh rate is set to Smart Switch. From the settings menu, you can change the resolution to QHD and the refresh rate to 144 Hz. Overall, the iQOO 11 has a flagship-grade display that is suitable for gamers, content creators, consumers, and the general public. Unlike other high-performance flagship smartphones, iQOO did not skimp on the cameras. The phone includes a 50-megapixel GN5 wide-angle lens f1.88, a 13-megapixel telephoto lens f/2.46, and an 8-megapixel ultra-wide-angle lens f/2.2. The iQOO 11 pleasantly surprised me, particularly with its primary 50-megapixel camera. Photos taken with the primary camera in daylight appeared sharp and vibrant, with lots of details. Even more surprising was the performance in night mode. The same cannot be said for the telephoto and ultra-wide-angle lenses, as the photos taken with these cameras appeared a little soft in comparison to the photos taken with the primary camera. I also liked how there is no shutter lag and how quickly the phone captures photos, which helps when shooting moving subjects. The wide-angle and telephoto lenses on this smartphone can also shoot up to 8K videos at up to 30 frames per second. There is also a 16-megapixel selfie camera on the front, which takes good pictures in most lighting conditions. While the iQOO 11 isn't the best camera smartphone for the money, it's also not the worst. It provides many more options with a dedicated telephoto lens. Because of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, 16GB LPDDR5x RAM, and 256GB of UFS 4.0 based storage, this smartphone is the world's most powerful smartphone, according to the company. In our test, the device scored 124,0651 points on the AnTuTu benchmark. Similarly, the iQOO 11 scored 1472 points on the single-core CPU test and 4720 points on the multi-core CPU test in Geekbench 5. According to these figures, the iQOO 11 is currently one of the most powerful smartphone ever launched. I also performed a CPU throttling test, and the iQOO 11 maintained 90% of its peak performance for 15 minutes without overheating or thermal throttling. I played games like Call of Duty Mobile for hours at high graphics quality and maximum frame rate, and I didn't notice any frame drops even after more than an hour of continuous gameplay. There is currently no Android game that iQOO 11 cannot handle, making it even better than dedicated Android gaming smartphones. The iQOO 11 is expected to remain one of the best performing Android smartphones this year, both in terms of benchmark and real-world performance. Faster LPDDR5x RAM, fast storage, and even an image processing V2 chip help device deliver the best possible performance during gaming and multitasking. The iQOO 11 comes with the latest Android 13 OS with custom FunTouch OS 13, which has its own set of advantages and disadvantages. While the software feels highly optimized with no lags, I didn't like how many third-party apps it comes with. Some of them are easily uninstallable, whereas others, such as Browser, vStore, iManager, and EasyShare, cannot be removed or disabled. While bloatware on entry-level and mid-range phones is tolerable, having many third-party apps on a high-end smartphone like the iQOO 11 significantly degrades the experience. I also missed a few notifications from apps like WhatsApp and Instagram, and some apps require you to manually enable notifications. The iQOO 11 has a large 5000 mAh battery and comes with a 120-watt fast charger that can charge 50% of the battery in just 8 minutes. I have battery anxiety, and this device's 120-watt fast charging made me feel better about my battery life. Even with the display resolution set to 1440p at 144Hz refresh rate and only using the iQOO 11 for social media, calls, and a bit of content consumption, the phone can easily last for more than a day and deliver 7 hours of screen on time. At the end of the day, heavy-duty gamers may need to use the charger. The device easily connected to Wi-Fi and Bluetooth devices. However, the USB Type-C port's data transfer rate is limited to USB 2.0, which is disappointing. The iQOO 11 does a few things well as a flagship offering. It has a great display, a premium design, and a powerful processor. It also has a good camera, a large battery, and fast charging technology. As a premium device with a starting price of $795, it lacks features such as IP rating for water and dust resistance and wireless charging. But, in my opinion, these are not deal breakers. Overall, the iQOO 11 is a great smartphone for those looking for a high-performance smartphone with Qualcomm's most recent and powerful processor. Still, it might be a good idea to wait for other premium devices to come out this year before purchasing the iQOO.